Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for our first video of 2022. Happy New Year. The FIA season may be over, but that doesn't mean we can't have exciting racing. And today I have an absolutely bonkers race to show you. We're at Sardegna A in the Group 3s. I'm driving the Peugeot RCZ. This is an open lobby race run by Twitch TV's Shane Kenty, so check him out if you're over on Twitch. And that means we're going to have a mix of all kinds of driver skills, and that results in plenty of chaos, but also plenty of great racing and a lot of fun as we're going to try and make our way through the field from starting back here at 14th place. So as we come down to turn 6, we can see our friend Pepper's up ahead, and we're going to try and follow him through the field and use his slipstream to help the RCZ out. So as we speed it up to the end of the straight, you can see Pepper's is going to make the move up to 11th, and he gets through. There's chaos up ahead, and you just see Peppers just slip through there as we will end up running into the back of that spinning Supra and falling back behind Hezzer again, losing that position we had just gained. So when you're trying to race through the field from the back as we are today, you need a little bit of luck on your side, and Peppers had it just then, and I unfortunately didn't. So as we're going to come around this last corner here, I think we make up 4 positions just there, so we do end up with a little bit of luck there. So we're now going to speed it up and come down to the beginning of lap 2, and I think we just make up another position there. So we are up into 7th now as Kenty just spins off there on the side if you just missed it. And now as we come into this little chicane, we're going to have a little look up the inside of Geordie here, not able to get through, and now we have a ghosted Lexus in front of us, so we're going to drive into the ghost as we approach turn 6 again. But Lovely in his Lexus, he's going to try and go too quick into that left-hander and end up clunking the barrier there on the exit. So we do get through, and as we speed it up again, Geordie is now going to have a send up the inside, and Spud tries as well from behind, but we do stay ahead of him, but we now drop it down to 6th place. So absolutely action-packed start to this race, and we're just going to skip up ahead now to the 3rd lap, same place on the track, and now we're going to return the favor and get past Geordie. So we are in 5th after 3 laps of action, but as you can see just now, as we come down the main straight on the beginning of the 4th lap, the Supra is just going to drive straight back round past us. So the RCZ definitely not the strongest car for this track, and we are going to struggle to fight with this Supra and this GTR for pretty much the rest of the race, unless something happens to them, if they have some kind of incident, because yeah, we're just these 2 super long straights at Sardegna A. It's very, very hard to pull away from the power cars. But where the RCZ is going to shine is on the cornering and, of course, under braking. So anyway, as we come through turn 6, Geordie is just going to understeer wide there and touch the barrier on exit, which means we'll have the speed advantage to pull alongside him, and we'll get back past. So we'll just speed it up though now to the end of the lap, and just as a repeat of the previous one, except swap out Spud and Geordie. So now it's the GTR who's flying past us there on the straight, and Geordie is going to send it up the inside as well with that massive speed advantage of the Supra. So a little bit of a case of 1 step forward, 1 step back for us, but we're going to fight now for this position. We have the inside line coming into these series of left-handers, but we're not going to be able to make it through there, unfortunately. And you see E-Bulk has just fallen back, so we have managed to catch up, and E-Bulk just gets passed there by Spud. So hopefully now we might be able to work with E-Bulk a little bit and use his slipstream to help us if we can get past these guys. But you see here, Geordie is going to try and make it 3 wide into the last corner here. That means he has a slow exit, and now we're right up behind him again, but we are now in a slip train, and we're at the back of it of 3 power cars. Now Geordie, he puts on the indicator here. I'm not really sure why. He's indicating off to the right, but then he doesn't back out, so I'm not really sure what he wanted me to do there. He ends up taking the defensive line, but I just don't try to go around the outside or anything like that. So skipping up ahead now to the end of the 6th lap, and I'm just going to have a much better run around the exit there. So we get around Geordie, and we're just going to quickly slot into the slipstream of Spud, and hopefully that will just give us enough to be able to stay ahead of the Supra behind us. But you can see that the Supra is still gaining on us, but he pulls out of the slipstream early, probably a little bit too early there, and Spud is going to get on the brakes early, and then we are going to get on the brakes extra late. We're finally going to use the RCZ's braking advantage, and we just sneak past there just because Spud, yeah, he did brake that little bit early in E-Bulk's toe. So speeding it up now as we come up to this hairpin in the middle of the track. I'm just going to defend the inside line. I don't want to get stuck behind the GTR through this quick series of sweeping corners. The GTR is a little bit cumbersome through there. You see he falls back a little bit. But as we speed it up again through this 8th lap, you can see not much really happening here. We're just using E-Bulk's toe to try and stay ahead of the guys behind. E-Bulk does go defensive for that corner, and he stays ahead. I wasn't going to go for the move though. And anyway, so we'll speed it up again now to the last corner of the 8th lap, and it looks like Peppers, he goes deep into there, gets out on the marbles. E-Bulk kind of follows him through, and so we seem to have dropped the two from behind just momentarily, but we'll speed it up again now. And so as we come up to this hairpin, you're going to take a look at James, Bro, and Peppers fighting up there ahead, and Spud tries to go around the outside there, but he's going to run out of space on the exit, just kind of running out of room there as we had the advantage in the corner. And now we just have to really try and focus on what's up ahead of us. We can get up onto the podium if we just have a good closing lap. So here we go. We're going to just ride on board in real time for, I think, the rest of this lap. As you see, Jamesboro have a bit of a messy exit there. So we are going to speed it up there. So Jamesboro, he's going to go defensive, and Peppers, he goes out to the outside, and E-Bulk just managed to slip through the inside of both of them. So really impressive move there from E-Bulk, and that means that Jamesboro, he had a compromised exit. So we're going to try and get up the inside there, and I'm hoping that Peppers might move over to give me the slipstream, but he has to think about his own race. But we do manage to sneak it up there on the inside of Jamesboro, as we have a back marker there just on the left. That's what the yellow flag was for. And so as we approach turn 6, once again, we're going to see that these Corvettes on their worn tires, they drift out wide. They don't hit the wall, but they have a very compromised exit from there. And so we sneak past Peppers, and now we are right up on the slipstream of E-Bulk as we approach this hairpin left-hander in the middle of the track. And so I'll go to the inside. I mean, I don't really have much choice here, but James Bro just comes from a mile back, but we see it coming, so we jump on the brakes, make sure that we get the cut back. There's a little bit of chaos there behind us, and now we have these 2-lap traffic up ahead of us. And now I don't want to get the dirty air from them and kind of, you know, run wide onto the grass or hit the wall here. So they're very slow through there, but we do manage to make it stick. We go through them, and then it's just going to be absolute chaos here, as I think the back markers, they just go into each other. But we come out ahead and manage to hold on to 2nd place. So we've gone from 14th to 2nd place in these 10 laps. It was absolutely wild. And yeah, so we're going to cross the line. Absolutely amazing, fun racing. Highly recommend these open lobbies that Shane Kenty runs. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I noticed on my last video that it was about 50% viewers are unsubscribed. So if you are watching this and you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Would really love to try to get to 100 subscribers in this first month of 2020. So yeah, we'll see you next time for some more GT Sport. Bye for now.